Hello guys, welcome to another episode of our I-League second division coverage here on Humans of Indian Football. Today we are here to review and wrap up this tournament for the ones who missed the action. First things first, we are going to look at the crazy Mohammedan fallout where their management sacked or probably Janlop resigned just after the second game. They won their first game 1-0 over Garhwal and they won their second game with RIFC. It was a 3-1 win, comfortable win. But after the second win, just 2 hours after the game, Mohammedan releases a statement that Janlop has left the club and nobody knew what went wrong. There were speculations that Mohammedan sacked him or he resigned. Nobody knows what exactly happened. But what we do know is that was a mutual termination of the contract. Mohammedan did win the next game against Bhawanipur, which was virtually a promotion decider, not a title decider, of course. And it was a comfortable 2-0 win, which guaranteed their place in the I-League. Bhawanipur FC was also a contender. They also had won their first 2 games and were looking solid going into the game, but on that given day, Mohammedan without Janlop looked solid. They brushed aside Bhawanipur, who failed to perform on the big day under Shankar Lal Chakraborty. And that was how the promotion race panned out. And secondly, I would like to talk about Bengaluru United. They are a very great side. They were touted as the second favorites after Mohammedan, but Richard Hood's side tried to play a little idealistic football, a little, total football, if I can say that, and that did not go well, simply because Bengaluru United did not have the quality, neither Indians nor foreigners, to execute that type of play between the players on the pitch. So they just managed to win one game despite promising so much. They finished third, at least above Ara and Garhwal. Ara and Garhwal were hapless throughout the 4 rounds of games. They were looking very uncertain. They kept changing their teams, they kept rotating, and they never looked settled, man. They just did not look prepared for this tournament, and that was how the league panned out. Mohammedan finished first with 10 points, then Bhawanipur with 9 points, much below Bengaluru United, and then 4th and 5th were Ara and Garhwal respectively. And that was how the entire league panned out. Lastly, congratulations to Mohammedan Sporting Club, regardless of that crazy management fallout. I don't know what's the status of those FIRs which were launched by both Mohammedan and Ranjit Bajaj against themselves. And huge occasion for I-League, particularly because they did need these audience and spectator boost, because after the departure of East Bengal and Mohun Bagan in the ISL, I-League looked short of the eyeballs they needed. And the Mohammedan fans, they are a very passionate bunch. They are as passionate as the East Bengal Mohun Bagan brigade, and they are sure to lit up this I-League season. The season is set to be played behind closed doors in Kolkata in the end of the December, and there has been talks about a possible change in format where each team will play each other once, and then the top 5 teams will battle each other in another league, and the bottom 6 teams will battle each other in another league for the relegation survival. So that is how the I-League is set to be hosted with 11 teams. And that is all from today's episode of Humans of Indian Football. Keep following this channel, keep following Humans of Indian Football for more raw and grassroots Indian football stories which the mainstream media won't show you. So, adios.